we would probably all like to have a short break, so I hope that my brief presentation will not take too much of our time. And at the same time, I believe it will capture your attention. I think that it is not bad to think to have as a topic of a future meeting NGOs and their role. However, all of us can think about it individually, personally, if that can be a topic of a future meeting. So let us move on to the topic of this presentation. Our NGO was established or re-registered, to be more precisely, in 2011 on the basis of the new law about NGOs and foundations, based upon the experience gained from the experience gained by the previous association, which was working from 1999 until 2011, which was called Peace and Environment Research and Development Center. It was an association which covered many areas, and we simply noticed we cannot continue working like that. We cannot be functional as an association by covering so many fields. So that is one of the reasons due to which we re-registered in 2011, and also part of our staff had the opportunity to gain expertise, to attend many trainings via Chamber of Crafts of Macedonia related to active and passive energy sources and energy efficiency. So our decision was to narrow down the field of interest of our newly established or re-registered association and to become more specialized in terms of line of our work. So main fields of our activities as of 2011, when we were re-registered, became development and research related to alternative energy sources such as solar, wind, biomass, etc. But I would like to add here that when we say development and research, we imply more technical and mechanical innovations, meaning very specific products which could be applied in manufacture process in industry. So the results of researches, innovative results of researches are in our focus. Another field of our activity is education and training. So as an NGO at the level of the Republic of Macedonia and at the level of a portion of Bulgaria in cooperation with other Bulgarian associations, we can offer education and training possibilities for specific target groups. Let me explain what is a specific target group, because I believe this can be used by other NGOs. We use specific target groups to promote alternative energy use and raise public awareness, primarily when it comes to solar energy. So our experience says that promoting solar energy does not suffice. Actually, it is not well used. It is promoting solar energy is done in a wrong manner due to a chain in the system of implementation of these energy modules. I'm referring to modules for using these forms of energy, more specifically solar energy in this case. The solar systems, if we want to use them, it does not suffice just to raise awareness among the general public, the broad public. The most important, the crucial chain in this link are actually the ones who are implementing that. In other words, our target groups in terms of better solar energy use are the ones who are installing solar equipment in addition to working, to having that as their line of work. In addition to providing such services, they are the ones who are the most responsible for a positive or negative use of such energy modules. In other words, if you have experts, if you have professionals working within solar energy installment, who actually work in line certain standards, who provide consulting services in terms of solar energy use, then it will result in a much more precise and better end result in terms of promoting alternative energy use. We work on exchange of experiences and know-how exchange in field of energy efficiency, especially in terms of individual facilities, individual building.
I
just wish to say a few words concerning the manner in which our network operates, our association, works. It is the principle of 4E, primarily energy, because in recent history, this is the main motive for conflicts among various societal groups. And in the future, we believe that this priority will remain the same, this reason for conflict will remain the same. Not just in terms of making sure the society itself has enough energy. It's also, as I said, a motive for conflicts. I don't think I need to explain the environment to you, the importance of the environment. It's explained here symbolically that it is a branch on which we all sit, all of us sit. And I believe that it suffices to explain what it is that it causes. The manner in which we behave towards the environment, albeit all of us are a part of that environment. And all of the activities that we actually provide, that we do, economy, another approach. It is the strongest interest, economic interests are the most important momentum for all of the things which has been happening from the creation of humanity until today. So without our specific interests, which are beneficial to some of us, we cannot expect any result. Our experience that we have learned from various international institutions is that in our line of work, when we try to implement a certain project in the field of environment, we always try to find a link to the economic interest, which would at a certain level be involved into that project and which would result in a benefit to justify the objective. As for education, it is the only worthy investment where we should not, we should try to spend as much money as possible because we should invest it into the younger generations, into their future. Let's see what is a more specific manner of our work as an NGO. We are primarily focused at local level work. So, realistically speaking, we expect young NGOs with low capacities not to be able to be directly involved into strategic projects or to be able to resolve high-level national issues. That is why we have adopted this approach to resolve local problems. That is we want to give positive examples and to offer the resolution for some issues at local level first, and then maybe they can be applied at national level as well. So we are trying to identify local problems related to energy and to try to find solutions for those specific problems. If not able to find a regional solution, at least we can adapt an existing solution to resolve the local issue. A solution from the regional level, for example, and to adapt it to the specific situation. When we manage to obtain end results, then the same experience can be multiplied at national level.
So what is the next step? One of the key elements for success for any organization is establishing cooperation. In this regard, we have realized cooperation with municipality of Radovic and Konča. These are two neighboring municipalities. Also very important, cooperation with other NGOs. We are cooperating with the CLO from Radovic, the Chamber of Crafts from Skopje, the Energy Association technician from Skopje, Association of the Energy Experts, and the Red Cross of Macedonia, the Network for the Climate Reaction. And now we are going to look what was our path for setting up the network. Climate Reaction Network of Macedonia. The first phase, sharing information with the Red Cross about what is happening at the moment, what is the concept we have, and we have certain ambiguities. Some of the things were not clear to us. We had a lot of questions in terms of how much capacities do we have, what is our experience in terms of adaptation, how to come up with a budget which we didn't have at the moment, different tools, etc. So simply we took a bold step forward, and as you can see here, if somebody has a problem or difficulties, we know that this person is destined to fail. But if we are more courageous, we will see that as a challenge, not as a problem. That was our motto. And finally, we set an objective that all these activities regarding the mitigating and adaptation to climate changes, to integrate them in the planning of our activities, to find a proper place for them, to focus on them more in our daily work. So we are trying to disseminate information regarding the adaptation, climate change adaptation, and of course to cooperate with other members within the network. I won't go into details now. I will just give you a couple of our experiences and projects we worked in. And there are some links with the climate change adaptation in terms of what we do. First of all, we're talking about the solar energy. This was a research project, a concentrator for for cooling. We are researching now using solar energy for cooling. Then we are working on a biomass grinder for the individual farmers. This is constant activity which we are pursuing in the future. Finally, a few photos. These are different areas of our work activities. Now, last couple of slides, the experiences of other NGOs who are also active in this area, and they are actually contributing in terms of climate change adaptation. Then Car-Free Day, this is a well-known European campaign implemented on September 22nd, and of course we are promoting alternative transport models. We have Molika from the city of Vitol. This is we are offering a couple of transfer benefits for the persons who would be using bicycle instead of car. Then we had some project. We have a project, energy efficient buildings. This is a project done by Proactiva, company from Skopje. This is actually the reconstruction of the existing buildings. The solar dryer for organic food, the Eco Group from Skopje. Then biodiesel production from Save the Water, so there can be enough for everyone. It's a campaign of the Ministry of Health together with NGOs. The Tree Day is a traditional event in Macedonia where every citizen actually plants one tree. I really like it as a campaign because this is in terms of fighting deforestation and finally raising awareness regarding the climate change adaptation. And the last slide, this is a type of activities which Municipality of Radović implemented. This is the change of the working time. We had one phenomenon in Macedonia, I don't know about you, the working hours in government bodies was 8:30 and finishing 16:30. But in the period of extremely hot days, the municipality of Radović has adopted a decision to start working 7:30 until 3:30 p.m. and I hope this trend will continue. I think this is one concrete example how we can contribute in terms of climate change adaptation. This is a conclusion. This is one local saying, better prevent than cure, or better safe than sorry. So if we are smart enough, we are going to prevent something from happening than to have a headache later on. And we have to face the world.